'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. No, I don't like nobody but you. It's like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby.
So I don't know if this is something that's common in your house, but in our house, when we end up having chicken noodle soup, we end up with a ton of leftovers, and generally no dumplings make it into the leftovers. So I'm going to show you how to get your dumplings done before you add your soup so that you're not overcooking your noodles in your soup and doing all of that stuff, so you can have chicken noodle soup and dumplings all over again another night. First thing you're going to start with is another box of chicken stock or broth. And in it goes. Unfortunately for this pot, we need a little bit more depth than what we have. So I'm gonna add 2 cups of water and a bouillon cube to this so that we have enough liquid in there to cook the dumpling. Get your pot bubbling. For the dumplings, the first thing we're gonna start with is a 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 3/4 teaspoon salt. Crying baby needed snacks. Next, we need 3 tablespoons of cubed shortening or butter. I personally prefer Crisco for this. In it goes. And then you take your pastry blender and crumb it in there. And that is what that's gonna look like. So then we add 3/4 cup milk. And use your pastry blender again to mix that in. Once you get to this point, you're gonna wanna start to work it with your hands to get all of the flour off the edges of the bowl and make sure that everything is good and incorporated. Once you get to this point, transfer to a flat surface that you can cut on. Make sure that your dough is a well-rounded ball and then start cutting into even sections. From this point, I reball dough and then cut again. Boom. Beautiful. Make sure your broth is bubbling. Carefully drop in your dumplings. They will slowly start to surface, and then you boil them for 10 minutes. So if you don't want to make all the dumplings at one time, they do last in an airtight container in the fridge pretty well for a couple of days. But my quarantine body is looking like that of a polar bear getting ready to winter on an Arctic tundra, so I don't really care today. This is what you're going to be looking like after 10 minutes. So now we're going to cover, reduce your heat, and let it go for roughly another 5. After 5, add your leftover and let it cook for another 5 to 10, and then it should be done. And that's what we're looking like. Ooh, yes. Beautiful.